right now, and all we need to do is basically mark our interferences, take the engine out, make the modifications to the engine bay, and also start making our mounts, our locating mounts for the block and the transmission so that we can get this thing sitting exactly where we want. Then all the peripherals will end up getting installed around the location of the actual engine now that I've maintained my clearances above, below, side to side, and front to back. So we're making good progress on both of these swaps here. Yeah, switch my hand here. We're making good progress on both of these swaps. I'm doing videos, I'm doing them both concurrently, but I'm also staggering the videos. So this guy's next, and then comes that one coming up in the next week probably. I'm trying to issue good quality videos for you guys. I want to make sure that what you guys are getting is good quality content every time. I do not want to release a video just to release a video. I know I got a lot of new subscribers in the last couple of weeks due to the E36 finale. So I want you guys to have a good impression of the quality of the work that I do when I do it. So I do not release videos just to release them, and I don't release them on a schedule. Sometimes I'll release 2 to 3 videos a week. Sometimes I'll release one every week and a half. That's just the way that it goes based on what's going on elsewhere in my life. Now I do have a full-time job, so that does take priority over this at the moment. But a big part of what's taking up my time lately is the E30 N54 Integrators guide. This document is going to be released on Halloween, on 10/31 of this month. I've been working very hard this month and last month in order to get all of these sections outlined and documented in as much detail as I possibly can for you guys. It's going to be about 200 pages. About 30 pages alone is dedicated to the electrical section for the N54, describing every single system that interfaces with the N54 to any chassis. Not just the E36, but any chassis. And this is a really important distinction to note because it allows you to take that N54 engine and install it into any chassis that you want. However, the second half of the document is dedicated to the E36 chassis. So we talk about N54 at first, and then we talk about the chassis, the E36 chassis specifically. Okay, so a lot of that information is going to be covered. You guys don't know how to read schematics, wiring diagrams? That's okay. This teaches you exactly how to find those wiring diagrams for free on the internet or eBay. You can buy a CD for WDS if you like, or you can certainly, I'll show you the websites as well, of course. But I describe how to read them. I think that the electrical section of any type of engine swap is the most intimidating for most enthusiasts, particularly BMW. That's where I'm typically geared to. And there's been so many questions that I get about wiring. How to wire up, what the pinouts are, what does an X connector mean, how do you find it in the car, what's a splice, how do you solder. All those types of things are so important to doing any engine swap. And if you want to do it yourself, these are the things you need to know. So I go into a lot of that detail on how to read wiring diagrams. Very important. I want to teach you guys, right? I have a whole section in the very beginning of the document dedicated to inspiring you. Finishing an engine swap is very difficult. It's very easy to get started and pull the engine out and say, wow, look at all the progress that I made. But to actually fit the engine in, take care of all the details, get it going is really not very easy. And finishing it is challenging. So there's a whole section dedicated to inspiring you to keep going with that project. If my videos don't inspire you, if the detail in the videos is not enough for you, well, then perhaps you might find a little bit more value in the write-up itself. Write-up is a lot more detailed than my videos ever will be. I've dedicated a lot of time and energy into this near 200-page document in order to get you exactly where you need to be with your N54 swap. And finally, I wanted to talk a little bit about my personal life, which I don't talk too much about on YouTube, but I'm going to start getting into it. I've gotten a few requests and questions about what's going on. We're expecting our second child in any day now. It's literally tomorrow is the due date. Monday, the 21st is the due date. So yeah, I am very excited about this. I've been spending a lot of time at home, taking care of my wife, making sure that my firstborn child, she's 2.5, is taken care of as well. We are basically ready to go here. So things are going to slow down for just a little bit, maybe a week or two, but I will be picking up pretty hard on both of these swaps. So I wanted to let you guys know that this channel is going to really fly, and I really appreciate you guys coming on. All the new subscribers, thank you so much for being a part of this experience. Your comments are very detailed. You guys really take the time to leave comments, and I really appreciate that. I really do. You guys really do watch the videos and you care, and that really means a lot. It really does. I mean, I want to continue to grow. I want to do more engine swaps and more complicated ones to help explain and learn and teach you guys what's possible. As you can see, I'm doing this E30 N54 swap on the ground. The E36 one was done on the lift that I have here in the middle of my garage, but this one's being done on the ground. I might end up putting it on the lift to do some of the exhaust work, but overall it's going to be remaining here. And the reason is because, the reason it's going to stay here is because I want to show you that you don't need a lift in order to do this stuff. You really don't. It helps, obviously, but you don't need it. In fact, let me show you something really quick. Let me get under here. This guy right here, all right? This guy here, my E30 S62. I did not use a lift for it at all. In fact, I did it in my smaller 20 by 20 garage, right? I didn't use a lift for this thing at all. The exhaust is completely dual, custom exhaust all the way around. This guy, I did not do at all with a lift. Didn't need any help. But you know, you don't need a lift to do this stuff. You really don't. And I just want to try to help inspire you guys and help motivate you. That's what the guide is really for. The guide is here to inspire you and motivate you and teach you guys how to do this stuff so that when people ask you questions about how you did your engine swap, you could answer those questions effectively and clearly and concisely. That's my goal. I want to inspire you. I want to help you. I want to help the community. I want to influence the BMW community to do these types of things, right? Now that I'm part of the E30 CCA, I'm the event coordinator now for the Northeast E30 CCA. I'm very proud to be working with a lot of great guys now. And next year, 2020, is going to be a really big year for the E30 community, for the CCA community, and for me, for Garageaholic. And I'm really excited to share that with you. So having said all that, I hope that the video wasn't too shaky. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Now you know what's going on in my life. So I'll do the best I can to continue to upload videos. And if you guys have any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to contact me. All right, you guys know how to get to me. And the community tab is there on the page. And you can always just ask me anything you want. All right, guys, thank you very much. And it was really nice talking with you. And hopefully you guys take care, and we'll hook back soon. Thanks.